2, 1, fight!
I'm Jim Smentowski. I'm from Florida. The heavyweight robot that I brought this time is Breaker Box. Breaker Box is a spinner killer. Well, pretty much any robot, I just go right at them and shove them around the arena. It's got a fully actuated all the way around plow, so I can run into just about anybody and slam them into the walls, flip them over, somersault, do all kinds of crazy things. A highly animated robot. Last Rites is the one robot I fear the most in this competition.
Breaker Box, Jim Smentowski's bot, forfeited.
Right, which we
Quit.
Yes.
Decided not to fight Ray.
And a lot of people.
And with a working
I think a lot
robot.
of people are upset about that tonight.
A lot of people are very upset, including yours truly.
you.
Me
I
too,
know.
yes. So please keep me calm. I love Jim. He's a great friend of mine. The ironic thing about that is he had the bot that preceded Ray, Nightmare, the thing that everybody was afraid to fight, and he relished that fact. It was a very dangerous bot. You were in there against it. You made a mistake. You were pieces, and he loved that. And for him particularly to quit and not fight,
That seems.
it's just
a little bit.
yeah.
It's not really sportsmanlike.
Yeah.
My name is Matt Maxim from Sacramento, California. Our team is Team Plum Crazy, and the robot here is Sewer Snake. The strategy is break their fist with my face.
Forestier, Morgan and I are from Piedmont High School, and Team Scotbotics, a robot's Ragin Scotsman. We're trying to rely on our wedge, which is just steel, and it's the heaviest part of our robot, so just keep the wedge on them, and then when we have an opening, use the arm or torch them.
All right, so right now we're looking at Sewer Snake versus the Ragin Scotsman.
And
This is the Sewer Snake's first fight of
Right.
this event.
Yeah.
This is the Ragin Scotsman's second fight of this event.
Right.
So
And they're the high school
interesting.
team that beat the Florida State team.
Yes.
And this is, you couldn't get a more, a wider diversion of talent. Matt has been fighting forever, and he's like as skilled and as professional and as experienced as they come. On the other side, we have a high school team.
4, 3, 2, 1, fight! I love that we got quiet.
The fight has begun. The Scotsman is on his back.
Little break dancing there.
A little break dancing.
So here again, you got Matt coming after the guy, right? Gets his robot oriented right after the guy.
Yeah, and
And
right
he's
off
gonna
the
talk-
bat, Sewer
yeah.
Snake is flipping the Scotsman over.
And he's going for tossing him out of the arena.
He's going for damage. The Scotsman is on fire.
Yeah, it looks good, I gotta admit. He
It
does have
looks
that
good.
vague feeling that he's running away.
It is a little vague. I think that the wedge on Sewer Snake is lower and
Yeah.
closer to the ground
Yeah.
than on the Scotsman, so he does have an advantage
Yeah.
there. And,
And
seems
Matt's
to be
weight
getting
could
under
go
him.
down under pressure, where he could put that whole robot driving that wedge down under the floor.
Is that hydraulically?
No, it's a motor with a 250 to 1 gearbox.
Okay. And that's a real advantage, being able to push lower to the floor.
Yeah, a lot of these matches are who's won by who wins the battle being lower.
It looks as though Sewer Snake is showing off a lot.
No, I think I think he's flipping over and he wants to get back on that side,
Okay.
coming back around.
It
It's
just
not-
seems to happen regularly
Yeah.
after he throws
Yeah.
throws the Scotsman
And I
against
think
the wall.
he's just self-riding his thing. Yeah. No, Matt doesn't really play around at this point. I mean, he's out there for blood.
Okay.
Those when the match is over, he'll do something. But just notice how much time
The
Matt
Scotsman
spent
is taking
with that
a
wedge.
beating.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody is losing parts.
Yeah.
There are tires being shredded. The tire bits everywhere. And Sewer Snake is just ramming the Scotsman against the wall.
And what you see when that back motion, he gets that's a 2-part fork, and the 1-part fork will get underneath him, so he's clearing that out.
Clearing the fork. Okay.
Yeah. So there's a fork on top, and then the forward fork. And Matt really wants to get this guy out of the arena.
He keeps trying, throwing him right up against the
Yeah.
wall, hoping to get him between the arena wall.
I'm amazed at the amount of fuel that Scotsman has. I mean, that thing's been burning pretty much through the whole match.
30 seconds left in the match. The Scotsman is just getting thrown around the arena, is flaming.
Yeah.
I think the Scotsman is really on fire.
And yeah, it should be the flaming Scotsman rather than the Raging Scotsman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And here's the showing off.
Yeah. Now Matt's doing the breakdancing thing.
Break dancing. The sewer snake has taken the match. Wow. The moves on that machine.
One of the interesting things about his flipper is it doesn't have a stop on it. So he's got to pay attention to how far he twists that, because he could break that on his own.
He could.
Yeah, and for some reason he's never done it. He's
Never
always been
has.
able to control that. Yeah.
That takes some finesse.
Yeah. Yeah.
How are you doing? After that fight, how do you feel?
I don't know, I'm wondering what's smoking. I think since we got all our electronics right up in the front, it's probably one of those, which is not a cheap fix.
Not a cheap fix, maybe a lesson for the next time the Scotsman comes back?
No, I think we're pretty much going to do it the same way. It just, I knew this was going to be a hard fight. Matt's a good driver, so I don't know, we'll see.
After that fight, you breathing heavy?
Sigh of relief. The robot worked. This is our first fight tonight, so I wanted, come and get enough stuff fixed. You can't play outside, so you come in and hope it's going to work properly the first time, and luckily it did. It worked okay. I just need to learn how to drive a little better because I spent a lot of time flipping myself over. He's a good driver, and he's a hard target because he's always moving fast, and even when he gets stuck up on me, he can drive right off. So he was a hard bot to really hold on to. You flip him over, and he just keeps going.
And how do you feel going into the rest of the competition as you're moving forward?
Well, I think since I won this fight, there's a good chance I'm fighting last Rites, and he's the big mean spinner, so we got to rip all the stuff off the front and put a different front end on and hopefully survive him.
Yeah, I heard that Jim and Breaker Box has forfeited, so does that put you against, is that what puts you against last Rites?
So that means I'm fighting last Rites. So we fought him before. He's beat us. We beat him. So it'll be a fun fight.
Fight to the finish.
Oh yeah. Someone's gonna get hurt in that one, and it'll probably be me.